Hello everyone, this is Genevieve T. Abelia, and today I will be discussing the topic of the teacher and the school curriculum, which is the curricula in school. So before we go deep on the topic, let's define first what is curriculum. So what is curriculum? Curriculum is what is taught in school, a set of subjects, a content, a program of studies, a set of materials, a sequence of courses, and a set of performance objectives. It is everything that goes within the school. So, it is what is taught inside and outside the school directed by the teacher. Everything planned in by school. A series of experiences undergone by learners in school or what individual experiences as a result of school. In short, the curriculum is the total learning experiences of the learner under the guidance of the teacher. That is curriculum. So now, let's proceed to the curricula in school. So, curriculum is not a course, is not a syllabus, it's definitely the subjects comprising a course of study in a school or college. So, when we say curriculum as a list of subjects, this suggests that curriculum includes the permanent or the traditional subjects offered in the school curriculum such as mathematics, language, arts, music, and others. So now, when we say curriculum as learning experiences, this includes the students' curricular and co-curricular activities and the learning experiences encountered inside or outside the school. In short, curriculum includes all learning opportunities that bring about changes in the knowledge, skills, and attitudes of students. And the curriculum as intended learning outcomes includes a list of learning competencies or standards that students should learn in school. In designing a lesson, so important to align the learning outcomes with the learning competencies prescribed in a course. In other words, curriculum is the total learning experiences of the learner in the school. So, the term curriculum refers to the lessons and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or program. So now, let's proceed on the first topic of this subject, which is the curricula in school. Curriculum in school here in the Philippines education system, different schools are established in different educational levels, which have corresponding recommended curricula. The educational levels are: number 1, basic education. Basic education involves kindergarten, grade 1 to grade 6 for elementary, grade 7 to grade 10 for junior high school, and grade 11 to grade 12 for senior high school. The new basic education levels are provided in the K-12 Enhanced Curriculum of 2013 of the Department of Education. The second is technical vocational education. It is post-secondary technical vocational educational and training. It is for the TechVoc track in SHS of DepEd, and the DepEd and the test that work in close coordination. And the third one is higher education, baccalaureate or bachelor degrees and the graduate degrees. It is masterate and the doctorate, which are under the regulation of CHED, Commission on Higher Education, or CHED. So when we say there are different curricula that exist in the school, it is trifocal educational system in the Philippines. These are basic education, higher education, and it involves kinder, grade 1 to 6 for elementary, grade 7 to 10 for secondary, and grade 11 and 12 for senior high school. And it includes the baccalaureate or bachelor's degree and the graduate degrees, which are under the regulation of CHED. Technical vocational, post-secondary technical vocational education and training taken of TESDA. and it refers to the means and materials with which students will interact for the purpose of achieving identified educational outcomes. As school curriculums informs teachers what skills must be taught at each grade level to ultimately prepare students for post-secondary education or a job. Understanding the big pictures helps teachers align the learning objectives of their own curriculum with the school's curriculum. And now, let's move on to the types of curricula in school. The first type of curriculum in school is recommended curriculum or ideological curriculum. This curriculum refers to what scholars propose as the most appropriate curriculum for the learners. And the different professional organizations or various disciplines in different universities may propose curriculum innovations or alternative curriculum content as a result of their researches and societal trends. And also, all the curricula found in our schools are recommended. That is, the recommendations come in the form of memoranda or policies, standards, and guidelines. So all the curriculum come from recommended curriculum is what we have now. This curriculum construed by the educational stakeholders at the national level, and it is proposed by scholars and professional organizations. Comes from a national agency like for basic education. It is Department of Education or DepEd, and it is also for higher education, the Commission on Higher Education or CHED, and for vocational education, it is by TESDA, and it reflects the impact of opinion shapers such as policy makers, educationists, scholars, associations, international bodies, or UNESCO. Perhaps you have asked these questions: why should I take all these subjects and follow the course flow religiously? Why is there a need to implement the K-12? The answer is simple. The Ministry of Education, the Commission on Higher Education, or any professional organization can recommend and implement a curriculum. For example, here in the Philippines, the curriculum being implemented by the Department of Education or DepEd or the Commission on Higher Education or CHED is an example of a recommended curriculum. In some cases, a lawmaking body like the Congress and the Senate or a university or a school can recommend a subject, a course, or any academic program deemed necessary for national identity and security, for environmental protection and sustainable development, among others. That is recommended curriculum. So, the next types of curriculum is written curriculum or enacted curriculum. This curriculum refers to the official curriculum embedded in approved state curriculum guides. It is the curriculum prescribed by the government. Examples: the Kindergarten Curriculum Standards, CHED Memorandum Order No. 20 Series of 2013 for General Education, TESDA, Modules and Competencies. And also, it involves course of study, syllabi, modules, books, instructional guides, among others. And most importantly is lesson plan and the K-12 for Philippine basic education. So when we say written curriculum or enacted curriculum, it is appear in school, district, division, or country documents. They come in the form of course of study, syllabi, modules, books, or instructional guides, among others, and the teacher's lesson plan. The most recent written curriculum is the K-12 curriculum. The written curriculum is a practicable plan, since it balances the ideals recommended by the experts and the real situations suggested by the teachers, pupils, and parents. So, the written curriculum refers to a lesson plan or syllabus written by teachers. Another example is the one written by Curriculum experts with the help of subject teachers. This kind of written curriculum needs to be pilot tested or tried out in sample schools to determine its effectiveness. So that is written curriculum. And now, the next types of curriculum is the thought curriculum or operational curriculum. This curriculum from what has been written or planned, the curriculum has to be implemented or taught. The teacher and the learners will put to life to the written curriculum because the skill of the teachers is to facilitate learning based on the written curriculum with the aid of instructional materials, and facilitate will be the necessary. So the thought curriculum will depend on the teaching style of the teacher and the learning style of the learners. So, this is about the implementation of the written curriculum. Whatever is being taught or an activity being done in the classroom is a thought curriculum. So, when teachers give a lecture, initiate group work, or ask students to do a laboratory experiment with their guidance, the thought curriculum is demonstrated. This curriculum contains different teaching styles and learning styles to address the students' needs and interest. That's why the skill of the teacher is to facilitate learning based on the written curriculum with the aid of instructional materials, and facilities will be the necessary. So, that is the thought curriculum or operational curriculum. So now, let's go to the supported curriculum. This is described as support materials that a teacher needs to make learning and teaching meaningful. This includes print materials like books, charts, posters, worksheets, or non-print materials like PowerPoint presentation, movies, slides, models, reliefs, mock-ups, and other electronic illustrations. And it also includes the facilities where learning occurs outside or inside a four-walled building. These are the playground, science laboratory, audio-visual rooms, zoo, museum, market, or the plaza. So supported curriculum is the word supported is that will involves the support materials that the teacher needs to make learning and teaching meaningful for the students. Learning will be enhanced and developed effectively. So that is supported curriculum. The next one is assist curriculum. What is assist curriculum? Thoughts and supported curricula have to be evaluated to find out if the teacher has succeeded or not in facilitating learning. In the process of teaching and at the end of every lesson or teaching episode, an assessment is made. It is formative and summative. It includes both formative and summative evaluations of learners conducted by teachers, schools, or external organizations. It involves all the tests teachers made, district, or standardized in all formats such as portfolio, performance, production, and demonstration, and etc. So example is taking an exam is part of assist curriculum. When students take a quiz or the midterm and final exams, these evaluations are the so-called assist curriculum. Teachers may use the pencil and paper test and authentic assessments like portfolio and performance-based assessments to know if the students are progressing or not. So, that is assist curriculum. Now, the next one is the learn curriculum. This curriculum is about all the changes occurred in the learners due to their school experience. So, we always believe that if a student changes behavior, he or she has learned, for example, from a non-reader to a reader, or from not knowing to knowing, or being disobedient to being obedient. So, the positive outcomes of teaching is an indicator of learning. Learned curriculum will also demonstrate higher order, and critical thinking and lifelong skills. So, these types of curriculum indicates what the students have to learn. The capability that students should demonstrate at the end of the lesson can be measured through learning outcomes. A learning outcome can be manifested by what students can perform or do either in their cognitive, affective, or psychomotor domains. The test results can determine the learning outcomes, and the students can achieve it through learning objectives. So, that is learned curriculum. And now, the last is hidden or implicit curriculum. This curriculum is not deliberately planned but has a great impact on the behavior of the learners. It is unwritten, unofficial, and often unintended lessons, values, and perspectives that students learn in school. Teachers should be sensitive and aware of this hidden curriculum, because teachers must have good foresight to include this in the written curriculum in order to bring to the surface what are hidden. So, the hidden curriculum refers to the unplanned or unintended curriculum, but plays a vital role in learning. It consists of norms, values, and procedures. So now, let's discuss some classroom implications of the different curriculum types by taking the following situation as an example. So when your teachers start to teach, that is the thought curriculum. And when they ask you to use the internet and search for information about a given topic, this is a supported curriculum. So furthermore, teachers need to evaluate your performance. So when you are given a test or exam, that is the assessed curriculum. The assessed curriculum results will determine what you have learned, and that is the called learned curriculum. However, the hidden curriculum can affect that will be taught and assessed by your teachers and eventually affect what you will learn. So that's all for my topic. Thank you and God bless.